Hi, this is Jaya with you. In today's video, we are going to see about the conduction system of the heart. The cardiac conduction system is also called the electrical conduction system of the heart. The heart is a pumping organ made up of muscle tissue. Our heart needs a source of electricity for the contraction and pumping action of the heart muscle. Fortunately, our heart is able to create its own electrical impulses without any external stimulation. Without electrical impulses, heart cannot contract and pump out blood. Pacemaking, signal transmission, contraction ability is very important for proper heart functioning. What is cardiac conduction system? The cardiac conduction system is a group of specialized cardiac muscle cells which are called pacemaker cells that generate electrical impulses. Also, it has conducting fibers which conduct the electrical impulses throughout the conduction system and through the heart muscle, which causes synchronized contraction of the atria and ventricles. Cardiac conduction system pathway is made up of 5 components: sinoatrial node, atrioventricular node, atrioventricular bundle or bundle of his, right and left bundle branches, and Purkinje fibers. There are two main types of muscle cells in the heart: myocardial pacing and conducting cells, myocardial contractile cells. Pacemaker and conducting cells are present in the conduction system pathway in the SA node, AV bundle, right and left bundle branches, and Purkinje fibers, which is shown in yellow color. Cardiac pacemaker cells can generate electrical impulses and conducting cells carry the electrical signals to the myocardium. Cardiac pacemaker cells can generate electrical impulses and conducting cells carry the electrical signals to the myocardium. Myocardial contractile cells are present in the myocardium of the atria and ventricles of the heart. They are called atrial cardiomyocytes and ventricular cardiomyocytes respectively, which is shaded in pink color. The myocardium consists of specialized muscle cells called cardiomyocytes. Myo meaning muscle, cyte meaning cell. These cardiomyocytes are responsible for contraction and pumping of blood throughout the body. Both the myocardial conducting cells and myocardial contractile cells work together to maintain the heart function. The human heart contains an estimated 2 to 3 billion cardiac muscle cells. For proper functioning of heart, cardiac muscle cells should have some important properties. There are 4 main characteristics. They are automaticity, excitability, conductivity, and contractility. Automaticity or spontaneous impulse initiation means cardiac muscle cells should have the ability to initiate electrical impulses spontaneously without any external stimulation from the nervous system. Excitability means ability of cardiac muscle cells to receive and respond to stimuli by producing electrical signals. Conductivity. Cardiac muscle cells should have the ability to transmit the electrical impulses from one cell to another, from SA node to AV node, from AV node to atrioventricular bundle, from there to right and left bundle branches, from there to Purkinje fibers. Contractility meaning the ability of cardiac muscle cells to contract when stimulated by electrical signals. The contractility of cardiac muscle cells is essential for the heart to pump blood effectively throughout the body. Cardiac cells undergo a series of events characterized by depolarization and repolarization communication with adjacent cells. First step of cardiac conduction is impulse generation. The sinoatrial node starts the sequence by causing the atrial muscles to contract. The SA node is a cluster of specialized cells called pacemaker cells. It is located in the upper wall of the right atrium near the opening of the superior vena cava. The node is called a pacemaker of heart. Why? SA node consists of pacemaker cells which can generate electrical impulses spontaneously and continuously without any external stimulation. Other components also have the ability to generate electrical impulses, but SA node is the primary impulse initiator in a healthy heart. Other parts receive and conduct the impulses originating from the SA node to myocardial cells. Hence, the SA node is called primary pacemaker of the heart. SA node conducts electrical impulses to the left atrium and to the atrioventricular node. There are two types of atrial conduction: intra-atrial conduction and internodal conduction. Internodal conduction refers SA node conducts electrical impulses to the AV node through internodal pathways. The internodal pathways consist of three bands: anterior, middle, and posterior internodal pathway. These three internodal pathways connect directly SA node to AV node. Intra-atrial conduction. Intra-atrial conduction occurs within the right and left atrium. The electrical impulses spread from the right atrium to the left atrium through Boltzmann's bundle, stimulating the myocardium of the atria to contract. Boltzmann's bundle, also known as the interatrial bundle. It is a branch of anterior internodal tract. It extends from the right of the superior vena cava transversely to the anterior wall of the left atrium. From SA node, the pacemaking signal travels to the AV node. AV node is located at the junction of the AV septum near the opening of coronary sinus on the right side of the heart. When the impulses arrive at the atrioventricular node, it does not transmit immediately to the atrioventricular bundle. It delays the signal conduction for a short period each time. This delay in transmission is partially due to the small diameter of the pacemaker cells of the AV node. This delay is extremely important so that the atria have enough time to fully contract and pump all the blood into the ventricles before ventricular contraction begins. AV node is called secondary pacemaker of the heart because although the primary function of AV node is transmitting impulses into the ventricles of the heart, it also has additional functions. If SA node fails to generate or transmit electrical signals, the AV node has the ability to take over the role of pacemaker of the heart. The AV node is able to produce their own electrical impulses spontaneously 40 to 60 per minute in order to maintain the contraction of the ventricles. Therefore, AV node is called secondary pacemaker of the heart. So, we have backup natural pacemaker. The impulses then passes from the AV node into the AV bundle, also called bundle of His. AV bundle is a continuation of AV node. The distal portion of AV node is known as the bundle of His. It is located in the interventricular septum. The bundle of His splits into two branches in the interventricular septum: the right bundle branch and the left bundle branch. Right and left bundle branches are located in the interventricular septum. Right and left bundle branches produce minute branches called Purkinje fibers on the wall of the ventricles. These cells are located in the inner right and left ventricular walls of the heart, just below the endocardium in a space called the subendocardium. Right bundle branch conducts the impulse to the Purkinje fibers of the right ventricle, which activates the myocardium of the right ventricle to contract. Left bundle branch carries the impulse to the Purkinje fibers of the left ventricle, which activates the myocardium of the left ventricle to contract. Purkinje fibers also have the ability of firing at a rate of 20 to 40 beats per minute. Normally, electrical impulses travel down the right and left bundle branches of the ventricles at the same speed. This allows both ventricles to contract at the same time. SA node generates electrical stimuli at a regular rate of 60 to 100 times per minute, which is normal heart rate for adults under normal conditions. However, the SA node rate is influenced by the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system supplies motor impulses to cardiac muscle and controls the functions of the heart. The autonomic nervous system has two main divisions, sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system have opposite roles. The sympathetic nervous system releases catecholamines such as epinephrine and norepinephrine, which increases firing rate of the SA node and thus increases heart rate. The parasympathetic nervous system releases the hormone acetylcholine, which decreases firing rate of the SA node and thus decreases heart rate. SA node to Purkinje fibers, the capability of generating impulses decreases. SA node can generate impulses 60 to 100 per minute, AV node 40 to 60 per minute, bundle of his 30 to 40 per minute, and Purkinje fibers less than 20 per minute. Pacemaker cells in the SA node and AV node are smaller in diameter and conduct these signals at a slow speed. But the conductive cells in the bundle of his and the Purkinje fibers are larger in diameter and transmit the impulses very fast, resulting in a synchronized contraction of ventricles. Each contraction of the ventricles represents one heartbeat. The three stages of a single heartbeat are atrial depolarization, ventricular depolarization, and atrial and ventricular repolarization. The process of depolarization and repolarization creates the electrical activity of the heart, which is represented as a PQRST waveform in an electrocardiogram. Let's concise the important points. An electrical stimulus is created by the SA node. SA node is the primary pacemaker of the heart. The SA node can generate electrical impulses regularly 60 to 100 times per minute, which is normal heart rate for adults under normal conditions. There are two types of atrial conduction, intra-atrial and internodal conduction. Intra-atrial conduction, the electrical impulses spread from the right atrium to the left atrium through Bachmann's bundle, stimulating the myocardium of the atria to contract. Internodal conduction conduct the electrical signals from the SA node to AV node. Upon reaching the AV node, the signal is delayed. This delay is extremely important so that the atria have enough time to fully contract and pump all the blood into the ventricles before ventricular contractions begins. It is then conducted into the bundle of his down the interventricular septum. The bundle of his splits into two branches in the interventricular septum, the left bundle branch and the right bundle branch. Right and left bundle branches produce minute branches called Purkinje fibers on the wall of the ventricles. Right and left bundle branch and Purkinje fibers carry the contraction impulse to the myocardium of the ventricles, causing them to contract and pump out blood. The sympathetic nervous system increases firing rate of the SA node and thus increases heart rate. And the parasympathetic nervous system which decreases firing rate of the SA node and thus decreases heart rate. All about the cardiac conduction system. Thanks for watching. See you with another video. Have a nice day.